Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class. In today's class, you are going to learn about the chapter Industries. That's Unit 6 Industries. What's actually industries? Whatever the raw materials we receive, like papers, rice, the raw materials we receive that undergoes the next process that is called the secondary process. Okay, so let's take an example. The primary process of the book, of the paper, what you see, the primary process is the raw material. The raw material which is taken from the forest, the hardwood trees or the softwood trees from the forest, and that undergoes in the secondary industry, manufacturing sector, and then the paper is produced, and the finished paper is then comes to the market. So this is just an example of a paper which is manufactured from the primary source. From raw material it is transformed to a paper and then it comes to a market. So all these things which are done is in the industries. So the industrial sector is the manufacturing sector is booming. After the technological development, the industry sector has developed immensely. Now in this chapter, you are going to learn the nature and the importance of industries, and then the classification of economic activities. Then what are the factors responsible for location of industries, and then classification of industry. Understand? So here you can see the pictures of industries. Some of the large scale industries you can see, and you can see this is the agriculture is the primary source, which then comes to the secondary manufacturing industries where you see big machines. Got it? So it is the process of changing the raw material into a finished goods so that it becomes fit for human consumption. Okay, so there is a need for human being, and whatever the commodity we need, that we get it from the nature. Directly we don't get it from the nature as a finished product. So it undergoes various stages and steps. So the economic activities involved are primary, secondary, and tertiary. So the country in the world is basically depends for the effective growth of industries for its economic activity. Now let us see what are the economic activities. There are three. There are major fundamental economic activities like primary economic activities. Example, raw cotton production. Or you can give an example for primary is agriculture products, or the forest wood which you get it from the forest, hardwood or softwood. Secondary economic activities. Secondary are, I already told you, manufacturing industries. For example, spinning mill. Tertiary economic activities like trade and transport. Got it? And the fourth one you have is quaternary activities. Example, banking sectors. Then the fifth one you have culinary activities. It is judicial sector. So when you see the classification of industry through a mind map, Classification of economic activities are classified into 5. What are they? Primary, secondary, tertiary. Quaternary,